Hi, I'm Eugene. Welcome to SEAM Series. Ambassador Ashok Mirpuri is Singapore's ambassador to the United States. He has served in many countries and has a vast experience in foreign relations. We asked him about ASEAN, Southeast Asian relations, and ties to the United States.
Well, ASEAN is a important central part of it. ASEAN is actually a fairly mixed group of countries. As you travel around the region, you will find huge distinctions between a Singapore and a Laos and a Brunei and a Vietnam and the Philippines, different political systems, different economic systems, but geographically linked by very strategic sea lanes of communication, linked by air routes, and linked by really trying to build a common destiny going forward. It's also ended up being, partly by accident and partly by design, the central platform for great powers to engage with the Asia Pacific. So we have frameworks like the East Asia Summit, which the US and China are part of. We have an ASEAN Regional Forum, which bring these great powers to engage with Southeast Asia. Our key interest and role is for Southeast Asian and Asia Pacific peace and stability. And once you get that peace and stability and calm, then you can focus on economic development. And so as the President Obama has focused on the rebalance to the Asia Pacific, ASEAN's an essential part of this rebalance. And we're really looking to do more with the US in these areas. Well, in having Southeast Asia being central, it's something that we cannot take for granted. We need to make sure that we remain central. It means that within the region, we need to get the right policies in place as well. There's going to be an ASEAN Economic Community coming into place at the end of this year. That means our countries are starting to do changes to our own economies to make sure that we can operate as a broader community that ties together more cooperation on the economic front. That will make it more attractive for the US. US is going to be led into the Southeast Asia, partly because of the strong growing middle class in the area, the strong economies over there. That's going to be a very strong, attractive part of it. Then, of course, there's strategic considerations. The US as a global superpower does have global interests. That includes the Asia Pacific and Southeast Asia. It's a very strong, friendly partnership. The Asia Pacific has benefited from having the US as a resident power over the last 50 to 70 years, and we would like to see that continue. And that will, I think, feed back into the US. As I travel around the US and meet various US business communities, speak to them about the economic engagement with the region, they're very excited about it because they see opportunities for their companies to grow in new markets. What it means for Southeast Asia is that we can actually take advantage of the rise of China, the rise of India, continued presence of the United States. It gives us more opportunities for economic engagement around the region. We benefit when our neighbors do well. And in terms of Southeast Asia itself, going forward, we need to build up frameworks of cooperation that connect us with the major powers. And that's where some of the summit arrangements, the forum arrangements that are there, have become the new way of dealing with the Asia Pacific. Part of the challenges ASEAN faces is that sometimes institutions are not yet strong enough, that as we have to every year host global leaders coming to attend our meetings, we've got to make sure it's interesting for them. We've got to make sure that we're moving the agenda forward. And that's always a challenge as we change the chairmanship year by year and moving forward of trying to focus on making ASEAN a far more effective organization. So ideas like having the ASEAN Charter, the ASEAN Economic Community, these are some of the ways that we're really trying to build ASEAN up to make it a far more interesting and compelling partner for global countries.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like our Facebook page, or follow us on Instagram. If you want to find out more or ask more questions, go to our website at www.seamseries.com. We'll see you there.